again. You know, he told me he wanted to take Goose, but Goose wasn't on the board. So
I mean, I think that would have been a pretty safe safe pick there.
He said he just loves him. He's like, you know what, I just love you, bro. And it got a little weird, and I was like, okay, guys, let's
calm it down.
Chill out here. So, you know, but yeah, but I do have.
This is where the
heavy
hitters. I hope that they can get this right. I hope that Yoki and Goldmoon can get this right.
Okay, okay. So, I don't know if you've noticed yet or not, but 0 keeper picks have been chosen so far. 0. These are all straight up off the board, marble roll. These are who I'm taking picks. So, are we gonna see a keeper pick? Are we gonna see a GM take themselves? Now, again, we talked about this about the numbers committee. The numbers committee placed the GMs as well as the keeper picks on what round they had to be taken in. So, if a GM takes themselves, it's 1 because they have to take themselves, but it's 2 because the numbers committee says you are too good to take yourself further down the board. So that could potentially happen here also. But that being said, I got the first round pick for you. And who's taking this?
This is going to Bass.
This is
last
going.
Pick in A tier, he gets first in S.
Oh my goodness! Now, do we have any predictions, chat, on who goes first? First round, first overall.
I mean, I can say at least that Goldmoon and Yoki predicted the same person here.
They picked the same person to go first overall.
But one thing that I don't think that they were necessarily considering, and I won't penalize them for this, the certain people, like we said, the coaches can be picked here. So, you know, maybe the coach has to pick himself or something like that. That's not what I would transition into that one.
I'm ready to see it. Now, wait. Now, who did they pick? Oh, okay. I see. Okay. I see what they did. Yep. Okay. There. Okay.
So it might not be the hype reveal here. We're not really going to be getting a ton of new information here. But coming up to you guys, you know, Bass picks himself. That one's kind of fitting. You just kind of have to do that.
Now listen.
That's our first forced pick.
I would say this was a forced pick. It can't be a keeper pick, but it kind of is, right? Because he played last season. So it's almost like a forced keeper take yourself pick. I don't even know what we call that. I don't have a word for that. Chat, if you have a word for that, we will coin it and give you credit for the rest of the life of the Grindhouse. If you can coin the phrase for a GM that has to take themselves first round and is a keeper and it's something cool, we'll give you credit.
It doesn't count for their keeper slot, right?
It does not count as their keeper slot.
Okay.
But they technically kept themselves, right? They didn't have to play. We had a couple that decided this season, hey, we got stuff going on, I'm unable to play. Obviously, the GMs don't have to take themselves as a keeper pick. They are able to have a keeper pick. And I do have, by the way, another pick to give you. And this one is spicy. Now, so we're not penalizing. We're not going to penalize Yoki and Goldmoon on the decisions there.
Mm-hmm. That's like technically like you just kind of have to do that.
You have to take yourself. So we're not going to penalize them for that. So right now, we're not going to say that they have 100% choice rate. They're still at 0% because they haven't technically made a pick. Was that what we would call it then?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. All right.
But
I'm good with that.
Next pick, and I'm going to transition into the same thing because I don't know how to click different buttons.
Hey, it's all right. I like being there. It's cool with me. It's cool.
We do have our first keeper pick.
We have our first keeper. First keeper on the board.
So, without further ado, we've got going to the Moby Dicks. We've got Maples kept by
That,
Goose.
I mean, listen, I'm just gonna tell you right now that I went to go mail out all the keychains to everybody, and hopefully everybody's gotten their keychains at this point. If you haven't got them, it's got to be there in the next couple of days. Even in EU, you probably got to be getting close if it's not there yet. I brought all these envelopes, right? They already had all the keychains in it and everything to give to the to the post office, and I rolled up with Maples. And I went to hand it to her, and she about dropped it because it was so much heavier than the others. Because Maples had 4 keychains, and she looked at me and was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Listen, he's a keeper pick. Goose is keeping him. This guy, balls out of control. This is a hot pick. That's a hot pick, is what I would say. That's a hot pick. That's a really good pick. And we obviously know that." Anytime you got that man on your team,
you're
going to be a force to reckon with. That's right. You're a force to be reckoned with no matter what in that situation. I just sent you over the next pick. It's in. It's hot. It's hot. Now,
I love this pick.
Go ahead.
Love this
now,
pick.
okay, now, back to the draft predictions really quickly. I'm seeing that we did get a hit from Goldman.
Yeah, he predicted Maples in the exact spot that Goose was keeping him.
And Yoki hit on getting him on the first round, but he missed on who was going to take him. He did not. Now, again, I don't know. He did. Maybe he just didn't take into consideration the keeper pick.
No, I think he did. I think he said he.
Okay.
He said that Goose wanted to beat the allegations of, "Oh, I got carried by Maples," and he was picking another player.
Okay, now listen. Now that I'm seeing who Goose has picked, all right. This is the theme that I'm feeling. Okay. I feel like Goose is going with the old homies picks. That's what I feel like he's doing here. All the guys that he likes hanging out with, playing games with. That's what I'm going with. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I think that's a good strat. I don't disagree with this strat at all. But...
And I think that he said, "Screw all of you. I don't care if you think I need to prove anything. I want my boy. I want my boy Maples."
Yep.
And he took him.
So I think while this Maples was a pretty good keep here, I think it does kind of make this next pick a little forced. Just on the MMR spectrum there, like this player annihilates the crowd here. But coming in hot to the Night Stalkers is...
The Night Stalkers.
T. Sabin.
That, I mean...
monster on the
I got nothing to say on this. Now, both Goldmoon and Yoki hit on getting him in first round.
Yeah.
Neither of them got the actual pick, right?
Yep.
That, I mean, just thinking about that player on Sosa's team. Likely playing with Sosa, right? I mean, like, Sosa's playing, right? So it's possible. He's possibly taking himself. That's going to be really interesting. What makes it even more interesting to me is the 4th round pick. Because if T. Sabin is off the board, there are some hot picks still in the S tier that could potentially be going here. And this one, I just sent it to you. I got it in. It's hot. It's hot. It's a hot potato. I couldn't even hold on to it long enough. I had to kick it. I had to kick it to you over my keyboard immediately. My keyboard was hot. I had to. My hands. I don't think I have any fingerprints right now after typing that one, dude. That was
lightning speed.
Whoo! It got me. It really got me. It got me good. So okay. So on the picks here. So we've got one. So they're technically. So Goldmoon is 2 for 2 because we said we would pass on the first, right?
Correct.
And then also and then Yoki is 2 for 2, just not in the right order.
Yeah.
So they're both hot on the trails of what S tier's got.
So it does look like they can at least figure out who the best players are pretty well here. As this next pick though coming in hot is a little expected here. Took a little bit longer to get to this guy than I think some people expected. But coming in hot, going to the Nessies with Fishy is Monster Mario.
That's a good pick. What can I say?
Yep.
What can I say and what can't I say about this guy? This guy has stepped in here and just absolutely murdered, and I mean murdered combines. He's come in. The man knows ball. I am scared for this team just with him on it. Like what the S tier is going to be competitive, to say the least.
To cast this.
It's gonna be awesome. So now, as we say that, I got another. Whew, hang on, I couldn't even finish typing this one. Whoa, Jesus, that one came in hot too. Jesus.
Who is Days thinking?
Now, Days. This guy, I don't know if everybody knows this. This man put in some work over the last couple of weeks. Man got a new job, dream job, moved to Houston. I mean, he literally did phone calls with us on the way down there. I would assume he's probably already unpacked. I don't even know, man. This guy, I don't even know how he did this, but he put everything together. He's cooked some stuff up here, and he's got a hot pick. I mean, like I said, my hands hurt still just from typing that one. That one was serious.
Oh, though, let's go over the previous rounds though for Goldmoon and Yoki's predictions. Yoki got this one perfect. Yoki got Monster Mario to Fishy. Now Goldmoon said T-Sabin to Fishy, Monster Mario to Sosa. So like they're both right, but like Yoki's a little bit more right. I think they're like even though on like perfect picks though.
Okay, so wait. Do we have okay, so they're both even on the board.
Yes.
But they're not even on order.
It was Goose Maples. Goldmoon got that perfect.
Okay.
Neither of them got Sosa's pick. Okay. Yoki got Fishy's pick. And now we're going into this. So
now we're going into the fifth pick. The fifth pick.
Okay.
Now they both chose the same person for this pick.
Yeah. So if they get it right, they're both right. But anyway, it's not going to decide anything.
It's not going to help either of them. It's just going to keep them. They're either both hitting or they're both missing at the same time and keeping the score close.
Anyways, your next pick going to the race is Faith. 5th overall. It's fitting with the F's there.
You know, I talked to Faith. I talked to Faith back and forth for a little while, and I kept trying to convince him that he should GM for us, and he just said, you know what? I just want to kick ass and play. I don't want to worry about anything else. I want to come in here and just show everybody what I got, what I'm made of, and make another team really happy. And Days is cooking. Days is cooking. You know, I have the final pick. I have the final pick of the draft in. But
at least for today.
But there's a caveat to this, and this is important. This is a really important caveat. Let me send this over to you so you can start working it up. I hope I typed that right again because I still just can't spell this team name.
This is an interesting pick.
This is a very interesting pick. Now,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Let me tell you that there was a player that was going to be picked here. But that player decided they did not want to play in the league anymore and dropped out. So, our first round, last pick for, I don't even know how to say this team name, the Jormundir would have been Nimbus. But it's not.
You would have been S tier round 1? That's P.
But it's not, because he quit. because he quit on us. So hopefully next season he learns his lesson to stay and play.
That's fantastic. Well, we got to do ourselves justice here and get into the last pick of the day here. So, your last pick, going to Jorgmundir, will be Rubies.
JCISK is his in-game name. Mm-hmm. You know him as Rubies. I believe he's decided to change his name. I don't know how to pronounce it. Jacek. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll have to get some confirmation from him maybe on his at some point in time. Name. Yeah, something. We'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm just gonna say this though. How did Goldmoon and Yoki land? Did either of them hit here? I think they both took separates.
Neither of them did.
So we have a straight across the board tie for Goldmoon and Yoki
in S tier.
In the S tier.
But overall, Goldmoon's higher because he predicted B tier way better. He got 50% on B tier, and then they did the same on A tier and C tier.
Okay, so they had an even tie A tier, C tier. Goldmoon cooked a little more in the B tier, and the S tier was just a straight wash. Yeah. So, well, let's talk about this. What do you think? What are your thoughts? What do you think about?
Oh, I think these are pretty good picks, man. I'm really excited to see how these players, like what the draft strategy is going forward. And I'm really looking forward to the Crash Cast about this. I'm
really excited to hear this. Now, for the Crash Cast, they're going to go over the rest of
they're going to make their round 2 and 3 picks. Yeah, it's probably going to be a long one.
Some predictions. So, I will say this with these picks. Remember, the GMs and these players are going to be talking to all of you this week. Probably trying to play with you this week. Coaches are GMs. See, I did it too. GMs are probably going to be hosting some tryouts. They're going to ask you to play with these players. As far as combines being open or whatnot, the combines technically, keep playing and keep reporting. We'll do stuff. The combines are technically over, but the GMs need you. They want to hear you. They want to see you. Just so everybody is aware, I have provided all of the GMs with your availability. A big piece of this is they're going to probably start looking at that availability and making sure that you and your teams can play together. So, again, might just keep your ears open if somebody reaches out and wants to talk to you because they might be working or cooking something really big. Like I said, I don't even know what Goose is cooking, but it smells like a friendship. I'm ready to eat it. So, that's my call there. But yeah, that's all I got, Darty. What do you got, man?
I do have one more thing real quick before we go. Akuma, my goat, managed to put together a juicy image, and he was keeping track of everything here for us, and found the actual how accurate all the picks were between Goldmoon and Yoki, and we can actually declare a winner because he found the positional number difference between all of them. So, drum roll, please. Your winner and how accurate you were on the Crash Cast was Goldmoon at an average placement difference of an average total pick score of 8.5. So it's like they got half a point if they got them on the board.
Okay.
A full point if they got it perfect. And then a freebie for the Bass one because he had to.
No, wait. Where did this come? Wait. I missed this. Where did this come from? How did you do this? How did we do this?
Yeah, we have people that do things now. Yeah,
Akuma, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. You were cooking. We were cooking behind the scenes and not doing stuff right on the stream for once. I love it. I love having the help. Thank you for everybody that's helping us as well.
Love you.
This is super cool. Okay, so we got a full point. Okay, all right. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
My goat. This is what we brought him on for. He's putting in the work.
This is super cool. All right. Okay.
So yeah,
Dude, I am really excited to see what happens over the next week. So, just so everybody knows, I'm doing a road trip with my family for vacation over the next week, and I will be gone until after Easter. So I will not be joining Mr. Darty next week. He's gonna have, I think you're bringing in a special guest, right? To be announced special guest.
I'll bring in my casters. Like I got a lot of them. I'm trying to bring them all in, if I can.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Well,
talk, yap, whatever, and I can run the production. Like, sounds good to me. But either way, we are now. Keep in mind, we are going to be meeting up again next Saturday, not Sunday, because Sunday is Easter Sunday, and we don't want to deal with the headache of a holiday like that. So we will be here on next Saturday at 1 p.m. But that's been your Grindhouse 3v3 League Season 3 Round 1 drafts. We will catch you all next Saturday. Take it easy, y'all.
Take it easy.